Welcome to another episode of TB2. We got some big guests in the house some fun-sized guests in the house tonight, I guess. But you know my
It's better.
name,
It's better.
hosting as always, the Burr. You can spell it out B-U-R-R-R-R. Joined by B-O double $, the boss. And our guest today is someone that, he belongs to the light and he belongs to the thunder. He really does. Um, he's
Yes,
wrestled in
sir.
AEW. You know him. He just showed back up at GCW, coming back from a injury, a retirement, in a winning effort. Ladies and
Yes, sir.
gentlemen, welcome to the pod, Mr. Fun Size Marko Stunt. Marko, how's it going?
It
Ba,
is
ba, ba, ba,
going
ba, 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 ba,
great.
ba, ba.
I feel good. Bang, 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 bang. Uh, it's good to be
Ba,
here.
ba,
Thank you
ba.
guys for having me.
Hey, pleasure. We
We're
appreciate you
glad you're
coming
here,
on,
bro. Thank.
and congrats on the new.
Very excited. Very exciting.
Congratulations on the Gladiator Championship Cruiserweight title.
Thank you.
Oh,
Got it
Yes,
right here.
sir.
got the gold.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
TB2 exclusive.
Always got it.
That's beautiful right there,
It
Marco.
is. It's heavy too, and it's
It
like
look heavy.
so I gotta carry this thing around, and that's fun.
Shiny.
That's always fun.
So we'll jump right into it. You just returned to GCW against KJ Orso and Sam, teaming with Jack. Came out with a winning effort, but before the match, you had talked about it was going to be an emotional return. Now, how are you after the big match, both emotionally and physically?
Yeah.
Emotionally, I feel great. I'm riding a high still. I feel like regardless of having 2 years off, there's a little bit of like cardio issue there. Like I'm still getting on my cardio back. I've never had the best cardio, to be real honest with you. I mean, I've got decent, but
So I
so
can't tell.
I'm working on that. And then but ring rust there's a little bit there, but ultimately I felt good in the ring. Like it felt natural back in there. It was like riding a bike. Um and it was emotionally it was one of the most fulfilling things I've done in a long, long time. It was a very fun match. It was a match with some of my best friends uh, involved, so that's always a plus. I Yeah, I feel good. I feel good physically. I feel okay. I
Good.
feel good. I don't feel terrible. Um, I'm not like 100%. And I never will be, to be real honest with you. And I couldn't tell you a wrestler that's
Right,
truthfully
right.
100%, um, ever.
Right.
I do feel good though. I gotta take care of my body better. I didn't as well. I stretch all the time. I'm going to the gym a lot more than I ever have. I'm in one of the best shapes of my life right now. Um, that I started working at that before I came back and everything back last year. And it's just I've really picked it up this year heavily. I'm in the gym 3 to 5 times a week, and gaining a little bit of weight. It's hard for me to gain weight, but I'm getting there. Okay, we're gonna get there. All right. But yeah, so I feel good. I feel good mentally. I've got a bunch of stuff coming up. Like I feel like I'm hitting my prime. I'm about to hit my prime, or if I'm not already there. But I feel like the best of Marko Stunt is yet to come. So
Good. Well, we're
Hey,
excited
I'm
to see it.
excited because at your return, bro. I'm gonna cut in real quick, bro, and I gotta say this. I said it off cam, but at your return, bro, the energy was great. You guys had, I would say, easily one of the best matches of WrestleMania weekend, man.
thank you.
So it was good to see you back. Good to see everyone around. You guys had a great match. The atmosphere, the energy, the excitement, just yeah, just well prepared. And I'm glad to see you back, Marco. Glad to have you back, man. And
Thank
yeah,
you, bro.
you should be on a high from that. Y'all did great. So
Uh,
most deaf.
Now you talked about,
Yeah.
being in
Thank
the
you for
ring
that.
with some real close friends, and I know you and KJ Fuego have been friends for years. Um the vlog crew, you seen different videos of you guys spending a bunch of time off, outside the ring. Um um you can't believe everything you see on the internet. But it looks like you guys were real close during that time. And in doing all that, was it just carrying
Mhm.
around a camera and being like, "Hey, maybe this will be funny. Let's do this," or was it more prepared as like skits? I'm sure some of it was.
Uh, there was some most of it was just like, "Hey, let's bullshit and see what happens." Um, and the rest of it though, like the intricate, like, cinematic type stuff, we didn't actually do cinematic type
Right.
stuff. We did once, and it was when I went crazy and, like, I kidnapped Sam and Griff, and that was one of my favorite things we ever did. That whole it was a movie type deal. Um That's like I love that stuff. That stuff we talked about, we planned out, and, it's not like we planned it for weeks necessarily. That actually was planned for probably 2 or 3 weeks to a month, just because of how big it was, and we had to line up everything and get away with certain things. Um but, so, yeah, a lot of the stuff, it was just us, like, having a camera and just filming whatever was happening, and if there was something funny that happened, it made it. If there was a bit that came out of it, like a scene that came out of it, like some of our the acting parts like I was talking about, like, if we were like, "Oh, that'd be funny," we would come up with something and we'd do it. They're obviously still like, he still does the vlog. It's a little different nowadays,
Right.
than it was, but, we're family people now.
Yeah.
So
Right, right.
we've had to settle down a little bit. I've got to I think when we're all together, it's still the same though. Obviously, at least I know when it is with me and KJ. Me and KJ have seen each other quite a bit recently, obviously, but
Mhm.
me and KJ have always, like, I don't know, there's something about KJ that, like, he's such a good friend, man. Like,
Yeah.
regardless of if he's jumping and stomping your neck through the mat, he's a great dude, okay? Uh, I love him. He's one of my best friends legitimately, um, and I talk to him, like, weekly. We still in the vlog group chat, we all talk almost daily. Sometimes, we'll go a week or so without talking, but, like, most everybody's just super active in it. So we're all still really close, but that was a legitimate friendship, and it still is.
Mhm.
Like, it's one of those friendships where you're like, "Oh, snap." Like, "Okay, we actually, like, mesh." It's
Right.
not like,
Yeah.
"Okay, we're getting along and I like hanging out with you when we're around." No, it's like, "No, like, I would travel to go hang out with you so that we could, like, spend time as friends together," you know? Like, it's not
Right.
like, "Oh, I'll see you when I see you." It's like, "Man, I really wanna go hang out with my friends."
Yeah. Yeah. KJ,
Hey, we
friend of the
can relate to
program.
that. We understand that.
Yeah, yeah. KJ, I've been talking to, well, actually, since I met him first at that Cape Girardeau show back years ago. Me and him have kind of talked off and on for years, and I've followed him through his whole transition and kind of being a dick after taking off the mask, But he's another one I'm trying to get on the pod, and he's gonna be my white whale, I think. Um, Kind of side note with the vlog crew.
Mhm.
You were on the episode where you and Sammy opened up mail. You and Sammy Guevara were opened up mail, fan mail. And somebody had sent a PlayStation 5.
And I Yeah,
So
yeah,
I assumed that it was, since it was
yeah.
labeled to the best ever, I assumed that was actually going to you, and I think you assumed the same. What's the coolest thing that you've gotten from a fan?
Um, probably so, probably the action figures. Like, I've had a couple people make action figures of me or Funko Pop. I have a
Ooh.
cool little Funko Pop thing. I just don't know where it is since we've moved a bunch, but that's pretty cool. And then paintings. I've had some paintings brought to me and everything. I like all that stuff. I like when people bring me candy, fun size candy,
Yeah.
you know? Uh,
Cases of Baja Blast.
I legitimately I thought about do what?
Cases of Baja Blast.
Uh-huh. Oh, dude. Baja Blast is like chef's kiss, dude. Whoever came up with that, let me
Yeah, they was cooking
kiss
with
you.
oil. Yeah, they was cooking with oil with that Baja Blast, no doubt.
Dude,
They was cooking with hot grease with that one.
I'm big on voltage as well. Voltage, I think, is
Voltage hits too.
right up there. Yeah, so good. But they're back. Oh, they are back. Hey, back. Oh, let me shut this gate real quick.
You're good.
Go. What?
We having a smoke break. It's your boy, the Bill Double Dollar Sons. I want to say, like, share, and subscribe, and we're back.
That's
Now
actually
talking about the
dogs are going crazy here. Just like
You're good. Um, Talking about the camaraderie that you have with your friends and stuff like that. Is that something, I hear a lot of NFL players, once they retire from the NFL, the one thing that they miss is the locker room, the camaraderie, the friendships. Me and Boss, both former veterans, the one thing that we miss about the Army is the camaraderie, the dealing with the suck together. Is that something that you really missed from the business?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
that was like probably the main part.
Mm,
Is a
mm.
lot of people ask me, they're like, "Oh, do you miss AEW? Do you miss wrestling for AEW?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." But I miss my friends more. I miss being able to see my friends every week more. Like
Yeah.
that's that's what I enjoyed was going and making the memories. Of course, I love living my dream. I love traveling, getting to see things and getting to wrestle on live TV. But to be able to do it with my friends around me, even cooler, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Now you had to take some time away from, with injury, your retirement or your sub-retirement, I guess, since you're back, with the hip issues, with the tailbone, all that stuff. Now, was this something that was just from you getting tossed around, or was this something, being that you're smaller, that you were almost born with, somebody that was going to deal, kind of like Andre the Giant had to deal with an enlarged heart because of his body size? Is it something like that, or was it just physical?
I think it was more physical. I do
Wrestling
have
style.
I have scoliosis. Um, in anyways, so that bothers me still. Um, but I've been able to like work through that. I go to like the chiropractor and stuff, and that helps a lot with that. I yeah, ultimately I think it was just all the impact over the years. I mean, I did it for quite a while, and I let people take advantage of my body because I thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah. Is there still a
I mean, it
chance?
looked cool.
It did.
I mean, it looked cool as hell. Look like it hurt though too.
it
Like,
it
damn,
did. It did.
you
And
flying, you flying.
everybody brings up the video of Jack when me and
Yeah,
Jack wrestled
Joshua,
again. He
we
lawn darted me.
scapegoat,
Yeah.
scapegoat. I said, damn. When he looked at, it, he's like, damn, I gotta put my own dog down. You. I said, oh shit. You was flying all over the ring in that match, though, man.
Dude, that was a
That was
fun
a
one.
crazy match. That's probably one of my favorite matches. I think that's my favorite match that you're in. That and I like the match that you was just saying against KJ and Sammy, man.
Yeah.
Now, is there?
That was I've had
Go ahead.
You was doing some shit, man, at spring break.
no, I was just gonna say like some of my favorite matches have been with Jack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
got
yeah. You
wonderful
was doing your
chemistry
thing,
together.
bro. You get up there, you get up in the air. You know what I'm saying? You get up
mhm.
there.
Now, is there still a risk of paralyzation from getting back in the ring, or is it like, hey, I'm good now?
There's always that risk still.
No doubt.
It's just not as it's not as
Severe?
big of a chance as Well, yes, it's not as severe as the first doctor chiropractor that I went and saw that told me to stop made it out to be.
Mm.
And so I went to I ended up getting some other opinions just to see,
Yeah.
and they told that like, hey, this is stuff we worked through. This is stuff we've dealt with before. So let's see what we can do. And you should be fine. Like, and then I was fine. So, I'm not. I mean, I'm not like I said. I'm not 100%, and I will never be. But I'm at a point where I can
Yeah.
absolutely
You feel
handle
fully recovered now.
it for the most part. Yeah, I feel good.
And yo,
I
and
feel
in
the
that
best I have in a long time.
in that recovery process, Marco, are you going like when you're able to be mobile again, like, run around, walk around, are you going back to like the wrestling gym and like taking bumps, or like how fast or slow did you start like getting back into recovering physically, doing things like that?
No, I
Like
didn't take
before
a
your match leading to spring break?
yeah, I didn't take a bump until like 2 months before my match back.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I was just
I was
nervous.
I was
Yeah.
just wondering how that shit worked. Like, was you behind? Like, was you in the shadows just working out? Like, I was like, I wonder what it take to like recover from an injury that long and severe, and then be able to like
I had
shit
yeah,
run.
I had to go through a lot of, like, rehab stuff, like, it was a
Yeah.
lot of it,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I can't, like, stop. If I stop, then, like, it's just gonna revert,
Yeah.
so I gotta keep my muscles loose and, like, strong, so or else it's, like,
Okay.
I'm not not gonna be able to keep doing it, so that's why I'm taking care of my body better than I ever have, I think, I'm not eating as well as I should, I'm eating better than I have, but like I got Sonic tonight, but
Right. You could do that though. You could do that.
I've got a decent metabolism.
Right.
I'm
I'm
Right.
trying to
sure.
gain weight though, so it's really hard.
Now it's on record that you've always looked up to the Big Show, Paul White, and you always, when you were younger, you wanted to be that big guy, and it kind of didn't really work out. Instead, you're more of the other side, getting tossed around by guys like Ace Romero and Hammer Stone, getting thrown into the crowd. Um, some of those bumps where you're getting literally tossed. Is there anything that you're just like, man, I don't know if we should do this.
Hell no.
A couple times,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but I've also just pitched the stupidest ideas ever too. So that's also like I'm double sided there. Like I'm
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe that's a little too far, but that's I don't. There's a line, but I don't. It's often blurred for me.
Yeah.
So.
Um.
The main one I remember saying no to a bunch that ended up going bad. Um, I ended up saying yes to. I mean, after being persuaded was the night I broke my leg,
Yeah.
and it was the move that broke my leg, and I said no to like multiple times, and finally he was like, "Bro, come on." I'm like, "Whatever, dude, whatever." Um, and so we did it, yeah. And I broke my leg in half, and I should have stuck to my guns there, but it is what it is.
So in your match against AC Romero, did you know you were gonna motorboat him before the match, or does it just jump in at the time of you facing off? You just decide to do it.
It was just there, so I did it. Yeah, just yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
So for people that don't know, because you are Mr. Fun Size, and it's gonna lead into the next question. What's your shoot height and weight?
5'2", 120.
Okay.
So it's whatever they bill me as. Normally.
Okay.
So I'm legit 5'2". I'm right I vary between like 116 and 120
Gotcha.
right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to get up to 140.
Hey, get that Sonic will help. That Sonic will help.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Um, Now with you being smaller and working in a career where it seems like size really matters, you've got the land of the giants, you know, larger than life superstars. Throughout your career, have you ever had an issue with I'm just gonna call it size prejudice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yes. Yeah. I still do. Like, it is what it is. But I've been my height my whole life, and it's never stopped me from doing anything. Um, I've gotten to live my dream at my height. How am I supposed to let something that I can't control deter what I want to do and what I want to achieve in my life? You know?
Yeah.
And who am I to let somebody tell me that I can't do it just because they don't think I should? Because it's not what they would have done, and it's not what they want to see necessarily. Well, I can promise you that I'm pretty freaking entertaining, dude, and I'm pretty confident in that. Like I've been quiet my whole career. Like I'm not one that's like super like boastful or anything, but like I know like I've worked my tail off for this, and I love this business. I love this sport, and I'm good at it. And I
Yes.
know I am. I was trained by good people. I've worked under good people. I've learned under good people, and like I can hang. And the thing is, I'm not looking to, like, go and choke slam people and power bomb people and, like, make a mockery of my size or anything. Like, I get I'm tiny, but I know how to use my body. Listen, listen, listen. I've also done, like, like, all the Muay Thai stuff and everything. And here's the real thing. I've gotten punched in the nose by like 5-year-olds, and I'm sure you've gotten punched in the face by a little kid too.
Yep.
So when you get punched like by somebody something small, it doesn't matter. Like it still hurts.
Yep.
Like maybe I'm not gonna knock you out. Like, hey, like I'm gonna be able to do what I need to do to get where I need to be, you
Yep.
know? And that's like my mindset. And obviously, like I wanna make what I do seem legit.
Right.
And wrestling is like you kinda have to put complete realism out of the picture in some sense. Um, but there still has to be that realism or nobody's gonna, like, wanna watch you and take like like be a part watch what you do, you know?
Right.
I'm not good with, like, wording and stuff, but, um, like, I do believe that, like, I'm capable of being at the top necessarily. And I definitely think I'm hitting that stride, and I don't think that anybody's seen the best of me, yet. Um, and so I'm big right now. Like I don't know, my mind's kind of switched since I came back. My mindset, like I was too focused on how other people wanted me to be that I kind of lost who I wanted me to be.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I'm finding that again, and like I know that I'm what I'm able to do, and now it's time to go out and show that, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, "Oh, just listen to these words and believe what I'm saying." Like, no, I'm ready to prove it. So, that's what this run's about is me going out there and proving that like regardless of my size, regardless of of that disadvantage, like I'm still capable of being on top of this sport.
For sure, for sure. And you definitely use your size as more of a strength than a detriment. And it's inspiring because it shows I'm 5'6". I'm a small guy. And it shows people like me like, hey, just because you aren't 7 foot nothing, you know, you can still make a career on this if you bust your ass, you work your tail off and you push forward, you know, don't give up on your dreams. So it's really inspiring, honestly.
Thank you. Yeah, the Bucks told me they're like, "Hey, we wouldn't have hired you if you were 6 foot." So,
Yeah. Um Now you
You'll
did
just
get
be another, you'll just be, you'll be just another wrestler if you was. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? So that's what make you
yep,
you, you know? No doubt.
yeah,
now you
The
you did
Bucks kept it real with that one.
You got your big break about 4 years into your career, didn't really have much of an indie run, but you did work for IWA for a little bit and did your, the what's it, the Prince of the Death tournament? Um, Now coming
Yeah.
into GCW, is a death match something that you want to get into? And if so,
No.
who do you want to get in with?
No. 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 I actually, you know
Don't.
what? If I did one, I've used tubes one time, and it was with my brother, and I don't ever want to do tubes again. But if I were ever to do something relative to that, probably have to be Joey.
Yeah.
Hell no. Hell,
Joey.
hell no. Y'all using
Joey's
knives too? Hell no.
Joey's my big brother. He I trust him more than I trust just about anybody on the in this business. So
Well, I'm,
at least with my body, anyways.
Oh
I'll
man.
go ahead and clip that and tag him
Damn.
in it. See if we can get that worked in the business.
Oh man.
I don't know if I want to do that though. You said if. You said if.
Yeah, man. If was a fifth, we all be drunk.
Oh, all right. I'm ready. Come on, Joey.
Yeah, you gonna need that. You gonna need that. You gonna need this. You gonna need this. Shit. This will be used. Yeah. Woo! Hell no. You couldn't pay me. Couldn't do it. Hell no. I'm like, Joey who? Joey Fatoni from NSYNC? All right. Hell yeah.
You got him.
Joey
You know what?
Janela?
I would
Joey
also
Janela?
wrestle David Arquette
There you go. There you go.
in a death match.
I'd pay to watch that one.
Yeah.
Somebody too. You know what's funny is that that's the
Now you-
night that his stuff happened is the same night that my leg broke.
Really?
And
Wow.
so we were in
Yeah.
this
Get
yeah,
his ass.
we were in the same hospital that night. So when I went a little after him because my leg broke and then they carried me. Brody King carried me to the back, laid me on the couch, and I laid there the whole show.
Oh.
And then they finally took me to the hospital. I didn't know if my leg was broken necessarily. I had a feeling. But we took it. It was definitely broken. They took me there, and then all of a sudden, so they didn't have a room for me, so I'm laying in the hallway outside of a room in a gurney, just laying there, and all of a sudden I hear, "What? Marco's here!" And I hear, "Doo, doo, 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 doo." And here comes Arquette. He's just like, "Marco, buddy, I heard you were here," and he's got this big old patch on his neck, and it was the greatest. And he was just hanging out. There was another guy that broke his ankle at that same show, but he wasn't a wrestler, but he's one of the hands at the show.
Yep.
And he ended up being there too. So
Oh,
there was 3 of us from that same show.
Man. Well, they say it comes in threes, so I guess.
Yeah.
Now,
God, it was rough that night.
That's hell of
It
a-
was. I got home the night before Thanksgiving, so I was there in California for almost a week.
Damn.
Yeah. But Brett took care of me. Brett bought my dad flights out to LA to come and be with me while I was out there.
Oh.
And that was pretty so he got to be out there and help fly me home, and I'm really glad he came with me because I would not have made it on the flight by myself. I could not do anything.
Yeah.
It was the most uncomfortable thing ever, but made it home. Made it to Thanksgiving. Actually, I don't think I went.
Oh, you missed out on that good Mississippi Thanksgiving?
They brought me the fixings though. They brought me the
okay.
dressing.
Yeah,
You guys know what carrot souffle is? You ever heard of that?
Is it like sweet potatoes souffle? Like it's like made out of carrots or what is it? Talk to me.
It's like a sweet. It's like a dessert.
Mm-hmm. Like
It is
pie?
it is made out of carrots, but it's like a dessert. It's like a mush. It's good, dude. I don't know how to explain. It's baked. You bake
Yeah,
it,
I've had something like that, but not out of carrots. But they
dude.
use carrot baby food for like sweet potato pie, different things down south. So
Really?
I know it's good. I know it was good.
Dude, it's so good.
Anytime y'all cook like that, you want me over, Marco. I appreciate a good Southern
Yeah,
cooking,
we're going to
dog.
Marco's for
I love that
Thanksgiving.
shit. I love that shit.
Come on.
Anytime, bro. Anytime you want to have me in Mississippi, let me know. I'll be there.
Dude, I like cooking for like big things.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
you did get
oh
your
yeah.
big break in AEW. You were, I would have, in my opinion, one of the pivotal building blocks of the early days of AEW with you and Jurassic Express. I really think that you guys helped
Yeah.
build that brand at the time. Um, but as far as I know,
No doubt.
you getting into the faction was a Buck's idea, I guess from like a BTE episode or something like that. Now, with them having the EVP titles, how many hands-on of stuff in your knowledge did they have in those early days of storylines and booking people?
They were pretty hands on, I think. They helped out our stuff a lot. I know they were pretty hands on in our stuff, and so was Cody. Uh, Cody was actually really involved in it. Um, and that was pretty cool. Um, Cody has this mind about everything, and it's just so intricate and cool to listen to. Um, so I really I always enjoyed getting around him and listening to his stuff. I also loved getting with the Bucks because, like, I mean, they're probably my favorite tag team ever. Um, so that that uh that goes into it as well. So that's kind of surreal for me to have worked with them and to call them friends. Like we still text every now and then. Like I'll hit them up. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, they were pretty hands on. They helped out our stuff a lot. Yeah, big time because especially with Luchasaurus and the Young Bucks were all really close as well. So it kind of naturally gravitated all of us getting close.
do you think we're
Right.
finally going to get the Young Bucks New Day? Do you think it's going to happen?
I would like to see it.
It's
I have my suspicions, but I'm not on the end anymore. So, oh, that's not true. I am, but I don't ask.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't ask.
yeah. Um, what's the
I don't. I kind of like to be surprised. Like that's I hate spoilers,
yeah?
but you can't help it nowadays.
Everything's on the internet. Everything.
Mhm.
What's the biggest
Yeah.
difference in the backstage workings between a company like AEW and working indie companies?
Um, the professionalism for one. For the most part, like when I say professionalism, I don't necessarily mean like how everybody carries themselves. I mean, yes, that like people do carry themselves differently there, I guess. Not the one sign necessarily. But like there's just like the way things run. There's like a format for everything. There's like time restraints, time schedules, like you gotta do certain things at certain times, like, there's a bunch that goes into, uh, a major production like that, and so there's definitely more in-depth, like I'm trying to think of how to word this. It's still wrestling, like, it's still fun, like, the I feel like all the wrestlers are still hanging out, it's still a locker room, but, like, you still have to realize it's still a business, um in that at that level, and the way things are run are they're run like that for a reason. So I like learning how different things go together and work and stuff because that's how my mind works. I like to like grow and learn, and I'm not ever like I hate being at one place for a long time. Like I got to do. I'm real weird about doing like I got to do something different all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I want to keep progressing, and so I like to learn a lot.
Now, I know the goal, the one of the goals anyway, other than going worldwide and selling out Lander Center with Jason Mraz, um, is getting signed again. And I've heard you say that the last time you were signed, um, you may have taken it for granted. Maybe there's things that you would do differently this time around versus the last time. What specifically are you talking about when you say you took it for granted? And what would you do differently if you did get signed again?
Yeah, I was comfortable. Um, I was at a place where I was like, "Okay, I'm here. I'm good. I'm getting a steady paycheck," and, like, that's the worst mindset that you can get. Um, because then you start not focusing on yourself. You stop thinking about growing and getting better and doing something, like, for the company and like, benefiting the company, like, adding to it, and, like, I wasn't in that mindset, and I don't know, and obviously I was young and immature, uh, and yeah, I definitely I was too comfortable, I took it for granted, and I just kinda assumed, I think, at one point that it'd just always be there, you know?
Yeah.
Um, because this is what I love, this is what I've always wanted to do, and I finally made it, um, and, I kinda just, like, I didn't handle it well. I made stupid decisions and, I would definitely, if I were able to go back, I would definitely bet on myself a lot harder,
Yeah.
and a lot more, because I was also timid and didn't speak up. I wasn't confident, um, and that's just something I've always struggled with, was not having confidence, and then, like, that's kinda impacted a bunch of stuff for me, and, I don't know, I do miss it, and I would love to have a second go at it, but, man, I'd just love to be able to, like, continue doing what I'm doing as well.
Yeah.
I definitely wanna the goal is obviously to go back or get signed, and go see my friends. I
Yeah.
would love that. I'm not, like, I don't know if anywhere else has any interest in me. I don't. Um, I had talks before at one point,
Right.
with some other people. Nothing crazy, just a conversation. Um, so I don't know how other people feel about me, you know? Um, But that's why I was saying earlier, like, I haven't had that confidence, but right now there's an odd confidence that I have in myself, and because I wanna go out and show that, and I'm getting in the best shape of my life. I wanna take this as seriously as I can. If that's not and if I'm not something that somebody wants on their show, that's fine. I'm still gonna push to be the best I can be and push others while I'm in the process, so
And kind of on the same line, talking about pushing others and working with others. When you were on that time of you know being injured and not really working the full time, you were helping run a company in
yeah.
pro wrestling adrenaline. What was it like doing the
Yeah,
behind the
unfortunately.
scenes of all that, working on the outside of it and helping run things versus in the ring?
Um, so that was something I always wanted to try. I went into it, should have gone about things differently, and I'll say that. I'm not gonna go into much, but things should have been handled differently. I wish I would have been aware of certain things that were going on.
Yeah.
Um, I got told certain things were happening when they weren't. Um, Other than that, it's fun. I got to book my friends and see some, like, showcase some people that I thought had some potential, that I still think have potential. I just went into the business venture with I just didn't do it right.
Yeah.
Didn't do it right. Um, But I don't it's probably like turned me off from wanting to do that again, like at least on my own.
Yeah.
If somebody wants me to help like put something together, that's different. But
Mm,
I
mm.
should have gone into it with different people. Now I'll just be blunt with that as well.
Well, it's one of those hard lessons that we
And
have
there's
to
Okay,
no like
learn.
yeah.
I gotta ask a question though about this, right? So you doing the wrestling adrenaline, right? And then, but you already been on the big stage. You've already been a wrestler, a
Mhm.
performer. Okay. How big is the difference? And this is gonna sound like a dumb question, probably to the IWC and maybe you too, right? But how much booking or control of the booking is in play as a performer in those environments compared to like you as it's your promotion?
Um, I mean,
I mean, I know the booking
there's some
power is probably unlimited in the latter position, but as a performer, right? How
um
do you get to pick and choose some of your bookings and your storylines, your opponents? Is that a
it just
secret?
it just depends on who you're wrestling for, who you're wrestling with. There's a lot that goes into that. Yeah. I mean,
Uh, so it's a lot.
wrestlers very often. I mean, unless there's something specific that a promoter's asking for, a lot of times wrestlers do definitely give their opinions on where things are going and like their input. Because if there was one person doing everything the whole time and giving and every idea that they were doing or that they came up with, they were doing it would be terrible because not every idea is a good idea.
Right,
Um,
right,
that and
right.
that's like where you got to be careful because a
Yeah.
lot of people start shows just to book themselves in a good position because nobody else would in the first place.
Yep.
There you go. There
That
you
happens.
go. There we
That hap-
go.
that
So
happens a lot around here, and I'm not bashing anybody, but it does.
no,
It
I
happens in my
do.
area.
It's the truth. It's the truth, man. I mean, I think that's what a lot of positions, you know what I'm saying? What they call it, nepotism, different things, yeah.
To an extent.
It's
I
nepotism and different shit, or so yeah, hell yeah. So when you're a promoter and a booker, like how do you walk that line? How do you walk that line knowing damn well you could make yourself the champion?
I
You
never
could
work.
you could
I
book yourself
never
on top every time. You know what I'm saying? Like
with me, it was like I never like even thought about what I was doing. Like I was all worried about the rest of the show, and then if I had a match, I had a match. But I was also at the beginning of it, I said I'm not winning a match at my show ever.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to. There's no need for me to. Realistically, I'm here. The reason I wanted to do that show in the first place was to be able to like work with other people, like showcase other people. And unfortunately, I'm not able to do that with it right now. Um, and I don't really want to right now
Yeah,
either.
gotta focus on you right now. Gotta
Yeah,
focus on Marko Stunt right now.
yeah, yeah. That's been my issue. Haven't
Yeah.
focused on me enough, and now I'm about to. It's full force. So
Now, before you had the comeback, you were doing
Bird sounds
some
like he's all in.
you were doing some stuff with Memphis Wrestling. You were kind of a manager. You were an on-screen character. Been to a couple shows when you were over at Memphis Wrestling, helping train some of the younger guys or people coming into the business over there. In doing that and having that position, was that something that gave you that bigger itch to try to come back? I mean, getting a little bit more, or was it just it was inevitable? You just had to find the right timing and health.
I don't think it was inevitable necessarily. Um, I did have the itch bad. I went to Memphis to try and scratch that itch. Um, and I got that opportunity to go and do that with the manager stuff.
Yeah,
Excuse me. And now I'm still there and still doing stuff. Now I'm actually the coach the up at the training school.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's Mondays and Wednesdays normally, but I had a bug last night and was up all
Ooh,
night unswallowing my food, so I didn't go tonight. So but yeah, so I'm that scratched my itch, and then Joey is really the one that was like, "All right, here we go." So because he's the one that pitched spring break for me to me, and I was like, "Okay, let me see." And he's like, "No, you need to tell me if you're good or not." I'm like, "All right, I'll be good." And so, um, we did it, and I feel good. I
great.
feel all right. It made me focus and work harder.
Yeah.
Right. I
No,
think that was a part of your recovery too, being up there. You know what I'm saying? It helped you a lot, like get back, get ready for what you're doing, and then to say, okay, earlier in the interview, you said you didn't even take a bump or nothing 2 months before spring
Mhm.
break, but I wasn't aware. Like you're coaching, you training, so you still around, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
psychologically you're recovering, you know, and I think that's dope because it's a lot of good performers up there in Memphis, man.
You know what's it's funny that you say that, the psychological part, because, like, I was thinking about that the other day when I was at training. I was like, stuff was starting to, like, click with me, like, in a coach mode, and I was like, "Hold up," because, like, I had forgotten since, like, how, like, I don't know, like, I know how to do stuff, but, like, for some reason, I was, like, not honing in on how to, like, get there
right.
with other people, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Um, and then, like, I started doing it more and more, and I wasn't sure how to coach. Now I've kinda gotten a routine down, um, and I'm still learning. I ask my coach friends a lot, like, "Hey, what do you do? What are you doing right now?" And, so I'm constantly learning, so but yeah, it definitely helped me catch up on my sharpness because there's something about when you're in there with somebody else and having to teach somebody else that it sharpens your mind as well.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Like it keeps you sharp because like you're double checking what you're saying to verify almost like you want to say something wrong, so you're kind of like honing in on stuff and focusing on like what is right in certain scenarios.
Yeah, that's the sensei's way, man. The sensei can't be wrong. He ain't That's why he's the fucking sensei, you know? You can't be wrong. You gotta always, yeah, so it keep you sharp, and that just give you an advantage, you
Yeah.
know? And I mean, yeah, I didn't know that you were doing that, but that explains a lot. Like I saw the confidence in spring break. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You did your
Mhm.
character, right? You did your character work, but I seen the confidence within you. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's powerful, bro. It's very powerful.
Thank you.
Now wanting to do you want to do an indie run, you want to, travel the world, you want to, take the world by storm and show them the new and improved, I guess, the mature Marko Stunt, the family man Marko Stunt. Um, who's some people that are in the scene right now that you want to or would be excited to work with?
Um, yes.
Fair enough.
Anybody. No, I do no, I've got a list of people, um, and quite a few of them are from the UK.
Mm,
S
Oh shit.
so I'm ho
I wanna see you with some lucha shit, to be honest, but okay.
I wanna I would love to go to Mexico,
Yeah, I would love to
and
see
I
you
think I
down there.
will.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
going to
love to
Can
see you. Oh my God.
I'm going to Canada,
Oh my
soon.
God.
I don't think I've announced that, but I'm
Oh
going to Canada,
man.
breaking news.
and then
Oh
I think
man.
I've been talking about yeah. We've been in talks with the UK. So there's possibility there. Um,
Damn.
I would love to wrestle Joe Lando.
Yep.
I would love to wrestle Mike DeReese. Um, I dude, I could go and like live over there for a month just to wrestle all the people I want to wrestle. And I probably still wouldn't get through them. I think they've got some of the best talent in the world right now over there.
Yeah.
Um, and it's insane. And I'm glad that more of them are. being able to come over here and showcase their stuff over here too, because then I'm selfishly, I haven't gone over there, so I can wrestle them if they're here.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Right.
We've got
But
Shout out
I'm
to the UK, man. Belgium too. Belgium got some guys too, man.
yeah. Oh,
Belgium
I
got
know.
some guys. UK do got some guys, man. And I
I say
mean
UK,
the
Europe,
styles are
UK.
right.
important to me. You know, like styles, presentation, it's important. So yeah, I would love to see you go over there or wrestle guys over there. That would be dope.
I'd like
And
to
I
wrestle
mean,
Zack Sabre Jr. as well.
Ooh, there you
that'll
go.
be dope too.
We'll clip this and
I
tag
would
him in
love
that
that.
too.
I don't know how I'd do that. You should.
I
He
want
told
to see a
me
good
I was a
cruiserweight bout.
fantastic wrestler at spring
Yeah.
break, and it made my heart melt. And maybe that's why I have so much confidence recently. I legitimately think like for like no lie, I look up like I think he's one of the best wrestlers ever. And so he told me that and gave me a big hug, and I almost cried. I was like, dude, maybe I can do this. So that legit might be the origin of why I feel so good right now. Um,
I get that.
so yeah.
We had a guest not too long ago say that TB2 was better than TMZ with some of the questions that we've been asking. That kind of made me feel pretty good, you know.
This has been good. Y'all actually y'all go and y'all know your stuff. That's the thing. That's what matters.
Well,
Like you're not asking all the generic stuff.
I try not to ask the same questions that you've been
Hey, we
asked a
take
100
y'all
times.
serious. We we love the game. We love this shit. We take y'all serious. We take y'all time serious. You know, like it means a lot to us to just talk to y'all. So we try to come up with content material that we would present if we was able to have time to talk. You know, not waste time, not lollygag with y'all. You know, we appreciate it. We try to get every showcase every wrestler's different personality and
Absolutely.
different angle, because all y'all got different stories, different backgrounds, different wrestling styles. We had the King of Thick style on here. Now we got fun size Marko Stunt on here,
Yep,
so it just gives us as wrestling fans different lights from the spectrum, and the fans that watch us and your fans, like, it just gives a lot of insight, man. It's truly a blessing, bro, and a dream come true. It really
for
is.
sure.
So yeah, shout out to Bert for coming up with a lot of good research. He do a lot of research, bro, because he's just like a diehard Mark.
I am. I am.
And
I'm a
me, I
mark.
just love a good match. You know what I'm saying? I just love me a good match. I just love a good person, good energy, and yeah, shit. I love this shit, and I love that you came on our show and gave us some breaking news. And I would love to see you in Canada, man. I can't wait till you make your debut over there.
Dude, I'm excited.
You from
I can't say
Mississippi,
when.
bro. You from Mississippi, bro.
I
Shit,
know.
that's crazy. Where you what
Mm,
part where you from in Mississippi,
Olive
Marco?
branch.
I'm going
I'm
off script right now.
no, you good. Olive Branch. Yep.
Where's that at?
That is like just
By
south
Memphis,
of
right? Oh,
Memphis.
south?
Yeah. Just
South of
south of
Memphis?
Memphis.
Okay. All
So
right.
I'm
So
like
you a
10
little
minutes.
you from basically South Memphis, right? A little
Yeah.
town in Mississippi. And you gonna travel all over this motherfucker, man. So that's crazy, bro. You gonna put it down in Canada, like that's UK, like only so many people gonna make it out of there?
I'm very confident in this. Maybe I shouldn't say this because I don't want people to be like, "Oh, he's too cocky." But I'm very confident that I'm probably the most
Most famous?
no, I don't wanna say
Most
that.
known? Most
No,
known.
not in the last 20 years, I feel like I've done the most from my area and gone the
Yeah,
furthest,
that's
because
fair.
nobody does anything in Memphis anymore, man.
Yeah,
Hell
Um,
yeah.
and that's not even me saying, like, that's, like, a big, like, deal. That's that's not me saying that at all. That's just that I'm saying that because, like, there's literally nobody other than, like, Blake Christian
yep,
that gets out and goes and does stuff.
yeah,
Like, that's it. Me, Blake Christian, and then you go back and it's Jeff Jarrett, and then you go back and it's Jerry Lawler.
yep, yep,
Yeah.
And you've got some others sprinkled in there that were, like, big as well, like your Brian Christophers and stuff, but
Right.
I
You
don't
right.
know. like,
No,
that's
you're
not a
right.
lot of people. Like, if you're looking at, like, New Jersey or something, or freaking New York or something, look, think of how many
Yeah.
freaking wrestlers come out of there,
Yep.
or
Las Vegas
Florida,
even
or
now. Yeah.
Atlanta,
Texas.
Yeah.
or Vegas, or
Yeah.
Cali. Like, think of that. Texas.
Mhm.
Dude, like, if
Yeah.
you look at that, and then you think of, like, and then you look at the Memphis area, and there's, like, crickets. There's nothing.
Yep.
Like, and the thing is, there's a lot of so much potential here,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
hope the people watch, like, if there's somebody watching from my area, I'm not bashing. I'm saying you guys gotta step up and get out and go show the world what is here,
Yes.
okay? That like, that's what I did. That's what I had to do to go and be what I am. Like, if
Facts.
this area does not get out of this area, then they're only going to be this area, and nobody's ever going to know about them. They think somebody's gonna just come and pluck them up, and that's not what's gonna happen. It's a lot easier nowadays, don't get me wrong,
Right.
like, because they, like, with all the ID stuff and people traveling and scouting, don't get me wrong, it's easier, but, like, if you're in one area, wrestling in one area, or, like, you're a 40 miler, like, 60 miler, 100 miler even, I'll go 100 miles. If you're not traveling more than 100 miles and learning from different people and being able to see different styles, you're not capitalizing and being able to be the best that you can be in that ring,
100%.
Facts.
period.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. And there's a
Facts.
lot
And
of
I mean,
talent over there in
if
Memphis.
he didn't travel and know this, he could say
There
that.
is.
You can say that too, because you travel. So I mean, like, you know what you're talking about. You got a championship belt in the house right now. Like, so you can speak on that. You can speak on that. Speak
I'm
on it.
big.
You
There's a
know what
couple.
you're saying. You know it.
There's like a handful of guys that I think are going to be great, and I hope people see them. One of them actually is getting out all over the place right now. He just had a viral clip, kind of. His name's Tim Bosby.
Bosby. Yep.
Tim Bosby, incredible wrestler.
Yes.
Bosby's one of my boys. We're gonna be traveling together some. Bosby's my boy. There's a guy named Marko Harris here
Yep.
who is insane.
Yep.
So good, dude. Just doesn't get out of the area. That's the only thing. They've all given him his title. They've all given him the titles and stuff around here to keep him here because
Yeah.
he's so good that
Yeah.
they don't want to lose him. But like that's where I feel like the detriment comes in with like this area is that people like don't
Mm,
like they want to see people succeed, but they don't.
Right.
You know?
yeah.
Yeah. We had
Like I don't know. It's different.
yeah, we had Mike Anthony on here. I think he's an intense wrestler that I like watching.
Dude, so good.
Yes. Bosby, I've messaged him trying to get him on the pod because I feel like more people need to know about him. I mean, for real. Maybe you could put in a good
Yeah.
word for us.
Him, I'll text him for you. Him, and then another guy's he travels with me. Actually, the guy that you've been talking to, his name's Big John Dalton.
Yep.
He's also he's 20 years old and a beast, dude. Like he's been doing it. He started it at 15, and he just gets it.
Yeah.
You know, he's still young, still got ways to go, but he's further ahead than most 20-year-olds I know
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah.
So I'm traveling. He's traveling with me. We just did the Texas loop. You'll see him in my vlog coming up. I got to release that tonight. Once we hop off here, I got to finish editing. So try to have that up within the next hour, but we'll see. But yeah, so he'll be in the vlog coming up, but he's my buddy. He's like, uh, if he was short enough to go under my wing, I would say I put him under my wing, but you know,
That's pretty
I'm
small.
not big enough, not quite big enough. And yeah, so I more so, you know, let him carry me around under him, and I just tell him where to go. So
Crane. You like Crane on Ninja Turtles. You Crane.
yeah,
You
I'm
the little
actually,
friend.
you know Scooby Doo, like the live action Scooby Doo, when the man opens up and it's actually
It's
Scrappy Doo
Scrappy in there.
inside.
Yeah.
That's me and Big
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Dalton.
yeah. Yeah.
We're kind of coming down towards the end of this. We end our interviews with two questions, the TB2. But before I get into those, I've got a couple of funnier questions I have to ask. The first one, when you did Sam I Am on AEW, in Britt Baker's waiting room, and you've got the
Yeah.
voice of an angel. you've been singing with Fozzy and stuff like that, but specifically that performance, was it as awkward as it kind of perceived with Brit and Rebel trying to dance and ad lib during your performance?
Brother.
Crazy.
I love them both. And I'm also shout out to Rebel. I'm praying for her.
Yes, yes.
We love you. And God, after the miracle happens. Sorry, I'm gonna get emotional a little bit over that.
No, you're good.
Anyways, yeah, no, they're the best. That was it was definitely super awkward though. I was not I was not prepared for them to interrupt. I don't know if you noted, like if you went back and watched it, there's a moment I had to plug in my phone, so there we go. Hopefully it stays up. There's a moment where like I'm like I say something and they like repeat it, and I was about to go into the chorus and I like go to sing and then I like stop and back up because it threw me off so bad. It was in my in ears and everything. So
Hmm.
I had to like hold off, and I was like, "Dang, dude, why'd you do that?" But I love them, and it was fine. They yeah. I'm glad they gave me the opportunity to use that though.
For
So
sure.
it's very fine.
For sure. And yet, just like Marco said, thoughts and prayers are with Rebel. Reba. Um,
Yeah.
she's going through a tough time right now. Those that don't know, I'm not going to get into the nit and gritty of it, but from TB2 are thoughts and prayers, and from Marco, thoughts and prayers are with her and her family through this tough time for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Last question before we get into the TB2. Can you still hook a guy up with a fun size deal on a car?
I cannot personally hook you up anymore because this is now taking up all my time. However, I've got some good buddies that'll still honor the fun size
Oh,
deals.
perfect.
Hey.
Perfect.
Uh,
So the TB2, the last two questions we ask every guest we have on here. One's a little bit more negative. We end on a positive note. So the first one, in your years of wrestling, been wrestling for over 10 years now, off and on, with your retirement and whatnot. What's the biggest pet peeve that you've come across in the world of wrestling?
Dude, I wish I had time to think about that.
Didn't mean to stump you.
One of the first things. No, you're good. One of the first that pops into my head is probably like smelly gear is one of them for sure. Uh,
You
but like sometimes just like I do.
Me too, bro. I hate smelly gear.
I mean, I've been around some smelly. Dude, there's one time it just smelled like straight ball sack, dude. Like it was terrible. Like not like like weak old ball sack is what it smelled like, dude. It is the worst. Don't ask me why I know what that smells like, okay? I don't know what it smells like, but I'm guessing that's what it smelled like, okay?
Right,
Right?
right.
But but no, that's a big one. I also just get really annoyed with people that are know-it-alls.
Yep.
Like that walk around with their
Yep.
chest out like, "Oh, well, you gotta do this." What? Like, shut up, dude.
Yep.
That annoys the piss out of me. Like, just be cool. Like, if somebody needs advice, there are ways to go up and tell people advice.
Yes.
And I'll straight up, if you come at me and you're like, bro, your stuff was dog shit, blah blah blah. Here's what you need to do. I'll look at you and I will tell you, like straight up, shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. As you should.
It's fun.
I did it not too long ago, basically.
Yeah. It's funny you talk about people having smelly gear, and I just seen a story you told about walking around, hobbling around, and getting pulled for a promo because some stuff just popped out during a match. So I don't know if I need to go into details about it, but
Ace Romero landed on me, and I doo-dooed everywhere, and my pants didn't realize it.
Oh man.
We did a sunset flip, code red off the top rope, and he landed on me. I didn't realize, I knew he landed on me, and I was like, "Oh," but I didn't realize, like, it legitimately squeezed, like, caca out of me, dude.
Damn.
So we're doing this whole I'll tell the story again. It's a fun story to tell. We get so they switched he was supposed to go over, and they switched the ending mid-match, like, the ref Sammy switched it at, we were at Revolver
yeah,
for Sammy, Callahan's show, and and so we switched it, and we went over. That's how we were gonna do that. That was gonna be the bossy into the go home, whatever. So we came up with it. We're like, "Okay, we'll just go home here." Big, hoorah. So I'm sitting there. We did a Sammy, like, shoot comes out, like, he's doing this thing, and he's like, these people come out and cut us off and start talking, and he's, like, whispering in my ear what's about to happen and everything. And he's like, "Alright, they're about to come out. When I tell you, I just need you to run and dive on them, okay?" Alright. I'm like, "Okay, cool." Had no clue I had poop in my pants. Um So I'm like geared up. I say something and he like slaps me on the back and I take off running and I dive through those ropes and I hit it clean. I slide back in. I'm like, "Yeah, buddy." Well, it's intermission, right? Walking around, high-fiving everybody, talking, whatever. I'm sitting next to Trey McGill and I'm like, "Hey, bro." I'm like, "This place kind of stinks." He's like, "Yeah, it does kind of." I'm like, "It smells like piss and like poop, bro." And, and he's like, "Yeah, it kind of does." I'm like, "All right, man. Well, I'm gonna go change. I'm over all this." And so now, legitimately, where we were, like, did have like a pee odor, like, other than my stuff.
right.
Like, it did have a pee odor. So I get to the back. And I'm like, I start to walk through the curtain, and I feel something squish, and I'm like, "Oh, no." And so I look around to see if anybody's, like, around me, and I'm like, "Oh, no. Everybody's had to have smelled this." Like, now that I think about it, I have not been back to Revolver. Anyways,
I wonder if there's a
Damn.
correlation there.
Right.
oh, no. But no, yeah, I get to the back, and, yeah, I'd felt it, and then I went to go to the bathroom. Somebody was in the bathroom, and it was right across the hall. Um, and so I did the promo and then I went and changed and it was rough. But yeah, that was that.
I just I thought it was funny how
Oh,
you talked about gear stinking was a pet peeve, and I just heard that story probably a day or two ago. So,
Oh man.
um,
oh man,
and,
yeah,
and then the last question I have:
yeah.
people
Fun one.
coming into the business, what's some advice that you think they need to hear?
Sure. Uh learn from as many people as you can. Um and when you think you can't do it, you're lying to yourself because if we weren't able to get better at things, nobody would be doing anything major at all.
Yeah,
We'd be plateaued for the rest of our life, and that's not what we're here to do. We're here to be able to improve, and if you have your mindset right that you're going to do this and do it well, then what's stopping you other than, like, time,
yeah,
you know? Like, maybe it will take longer than it would for somebody else, but that doesn't matter. Like, I'm dealing with that with my students now, like some of them get so frustrated when other people can do something that they can't, or they're not quite catching on the first time. And I'm like, well, we're here because we're here to work on that. That's what training's for.
Yeah.
And so when if you're starting out and you're getting into this business, for one, shut up and listen. Don't don't sit there. Don't say I know. That's one of the worst things you can say. That's a pet peeve of mine.
There you go.
That's a pet peeve. Saying I know when somebody's trying to tell you something, like, just thank you.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't agree with it, you can still be like appreciative. Like, okay, thank you. I haven't thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I had to do that in AEW one time.
Yeah.
Um, somebody, and I'm not gonna say who. There was somebody, an agent of the match. I did something in the match that he didn't think. He told me, I don't think Marko would do that. And I said, well, I would have to disagree because I've been Marko for a while and I think that Marko would do that. And so, and I was like, but the thing is, when I said it, I was like, well, I appreciate where you're coming from. And I like, thank you. And I'll absolutely think about that more because I haven't thought about it. But just to be real with you, I, I think Marko would do that because that's exactly like that type of thing he does. And so, it was very cordial. We shook hands, hugged afterwards, and, like, hung out later on that night. Like, it's not like
That serious.
like,
Yeah.
there's like, people want to take criticisms as, like, "Oh, they hate me. They don't wanna see me succeed." No, if I tell so if I give somebody some advice, like my students or something, it's because I want them to do better.
Mhm.
If I'm not helping you, that's the issue.
Yep. Yep. If you didn't want to see him succeed, you wouldn't waste your words or your time.
Yeah, 100%.
Marko, before we
Hell
get into the
yeah. What's the
outro,
TB2 pod?
yeah, thanks for coming on. Boss about to outro us, but before we outro, let people know where they can follow you, where they
Yes.
can check out your vlog, and what you got coming up, so they can buy tickets to the shows.
Ooh, buddy. When's this releasing?
Probably
Boom.
Friday.
Boom. Real
Okay.
soon.
All right. All right. So if you're reading this Friday, if you're watching this you're watching this Friday. The next weekend, I have another big Texas loop. I'm in Texas all weekend. So that's gonna be fun. Uh then I'll be back. And that's all I can remember right now. I'm bad. I know I've got other stuff. Oh, I'm back in Texas the next weekend as well. Um And then on the 22nd, but I gotta figure out, like, some other bookings in there too. I gotta see if I can figure out some more. So, if you have any shows that you're watching this, you're a booker, I'm open the weekend of the 22nd, just not on the 22nd, and I'll be in Dallas. So,
How do
anyways, but
how
yeah,
they
no, so,
how they follow
if
you?
you're around to do what's up?
How do they follow you? Like how do they keep track of you?
What
How do people keep track
normally, if you follow somebody, you just get behind them, and wherever they go,
of
you go. Uh,
Touche.
Wherever he's at, y'all
no.
get behind him.
No,
Step in this
no, you
chair
can,
right now.
yeah.
Step in this chair. Don't get behind him right now. Not in this chair.
You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, both at Real Marko Stunt. It's Marko, not Marco. Don't spell it with a C. That's another pet peeve. I'm just
Yeah.
finding them all tonight.
Yeah.
Marko, Real Marko Stunt on Instagram and Twitter, Real Marko Stunt on Twitch as well. I do live streaming. I video game a little bit, play some Rocket League. I rage at it because I'm terrible at it, so that's fun. Come watch, subscribe there because I'm at like 6 or 7 subscribers right now, and I'm trying to get to 10. Once we get to 10, I'm getting a new PC. We're gonna upgrade the stream and everything. I don't have a PC right now,
I'm about to
so
subscribe when we get off for sure.
Yep.
hell yeah. And then YouTube, you want to catch my vlogs? I got some shorts that are going to be coming out. Not me short, like short videos coming out. That'll be on there. But Fun Size on Tour is what you need to look up. Look up Fun Size on Tour. all together. It'll be up there. My first vlog's up there. The next one, and the second vlog's up there by now. So go watch that. I should have some other reels up by now too. But yeah, that's basically it, I think.
Okay. I'm boss. That's the bird. You know you can follow us on the TB2 podcast on YouTube, TikTok, and we do have a Facebook page. So make sure you guys follow us. Follow Marko Stunt at the real Marko Stunt. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to his Twitch. You guys just look up Marko Stunt versus on YouTube as well. And yeah, if you're in the area, make sure you go follow him. The boss will be out there one of these days in the future, the Memphis area with Burr. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Hey, Marko Stunt. Hey, I gotta say shout out to the whole Luchasaurus. My son say Luchasaurus. But hey, it's Marko Stunt time, fun size time. I'm the boss, it's the Burr. We out.
We're out.
Greatest in the way, making pushes, returns, surprise debuts. Every backstage, whisper we bring it to you. New scripts needed, just passion and mic. Two wrestling nerds with the loudest takes. If the map gets shaking over, title gets lost. You'll hear it first from the Burrow and the boss.